What is something that was used heavily in the year 2000, but it's almost never used today? Spinning under construction GIFs on websites. Rewritable CDs. I used to burn so many mix CDs after downloading from Napster. BearShare. Livewire. FrostWire. Then my mother would call, disconnecting the internet, and I would have to start the download all over again. Except one file wasn't an MP3, but a virus. I would just reinstall Windows before my mom got home, as we saved every picture and document on a zip drive. Then those fancy Jazz drives. And #X200B. Also Adobe without a subscription. If you had a big screen TV, it was probably a ridiculously thick rear projection TV. PDA's personal digital assistants. Computer mice with a ball. My friend had one of the first. Microsoft IntelliMouse. https en.m.wikipedia.org/wiki/IntelliMouse. Which did not use a ball. As I recall, it was the first ~laser ~mouse without a ball that was commercialized in a popular way. It was released in October 1999. So in 2000, most mice were with a ball. And slowly faded away. ICQ. What surprised you the most about the pandemic? People buying 10 years' worth of toilet paper. WFH or hybrid work arrangements were always a possibility. My agency is just full of assholes. How weirdly quiet it was at first. Living in a city of 500,000 people, it was so insanely quiet. How crazy amounts of stress impacts people. I've heard of many people becoming socially anxious, depressed, and others gaining a new perspective on life. Somehow this whole experience helped me overcome a lot of my issues. Seek help. And ultimately I feel like a much stronger person. This shit is still absolutely awful though. How uncoordinated global strategies are. Why all the G7, G20, United Nations summits are for? Edit. G7. No matter how strong you feel, everyone has a breaking point from stress. What's a sign someone didn't grow mentally after high school? They get arrested for getting drunk and playing with an illegal firearm, and their mugshot looks exactly like their yearbook photo. True story. Forming cliques at work and bullying your coworkers. They still hang out with the high school kids helping with parties. Still acts like one of those annoying high schoolers who have no empathy for anyone and genuinely like making people's lives bad. I know a girl who went and became a teacher. She follows her students on Instagram but won't add them on her Facebook. I noticed that she copies a lot of her students, especially the popular types, outfits, but she only ever posts them on her FB. She also likes to play the mean, popular, "You can't sit with us" role on her FB in all the pics she posts. I wonder if she became a teacher so she could be the popular girl she dreamed of becoming when she went to high school. When they talk about scoring 4 touchdowns while at Polk High School. Do you own a gun? Why or why not? Left finger, just these bad boys. Right finger. I don't own any operable guns. Or in any case have no ammunition for them. But have a couple Civil War, WW1 relics and a Mauser rifle from WW2. Yes. I compete in Olympic pistol events. I shoot for sport in Sweden. Own 12 guns, 2 shotguns, 5 handguns, 5 rifles. I lost them all in a tragic boating accident. I have a glue gun, a silicone gun and a staple gun. Really saving up for a nail gun this year. Hoping Santa will be good to me. What is your favorite emo song? Letters to You, Finch. At Your Funeral, Saves the Day. In circles. Sunny day real estate. 70 times 7 brand new. Bright eyes anything. Cute without the E by taking back Sunday. What's a sign that someone is a genuinely good person? How they act when they think no one is looking is a good gauge. They have made mistakes. Acknowledge them. And have worked to make sure they never happen again. Good people want to be better people because they can see their own failings. It's all about how they act when they know nobody is looking. If your moral compass is pointing true, it doesn't matter who sees you doing what. When you can tell they don't want to do the right thing. Like they see someone, something suffering and they stop a second and let out a sigh like, okay. Okay. I'll help. It shows that they are compelled by their conscience to do the right thing. Even when it's inconvenient to do so. It's easy to stop and help when you're in a good mood. Have free time. And the funds to do it. It's a little harder if you're in a shitty mood. Just got off a 10-hour shift. And are flat broke. People who offer help and not expecting anything in return. Of course I would do something in return anyway, but that makes me feel loved and genuinely cared for. They try, to the best of their abilities, to function and live in such a way that, if everyone lived that way, the world would be a more peaceful and fulfilling and joyous place to live in. How would history be different if Nickelback lead singer Chad Kroeger had made it as a wise man? One of the wise men gifts would have been a big black jet with a bedroom in it. He would have joined the NFL. As a quarterback. He never would have been a poor man stealing. I'd finally got that song out my head, and this is how you remind me. We'd be looking at the photograph. We'd all stay skinny. What is a healthy behavior that people shame others for? Doing something you enjoy but being bad at it. Taking a healthy amount of time to take care of yourself, rest, or recoup. Talking to yourself. It's a good way to problem solve or even just vent about something. Estranging from toxic parents. People trying to better themselves or their situation. And #X200B. This goes for a lot of things. Exercise. Work. Trying to fix anything you don't like about your personality. If you try to cause change for yourself, there will always be someone who shames you for it. Going to bed early.
Subscribe, my brothers.